Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to our new workflow. So this time I'm going to show you a truly amazing workflow. So what does this workflow do? It's able to create all my thumbnails for me, automatically for YouTube. That means for me, I just have to create my video and then it will automatically create the thumbnail and even share them on social media to promote my video. So in the past, I actually used to create my own YouTube thumbnail images, or I would send them to a freelancer to make them, which takes time and of course cost money. But when I discovered this tool Templated, it really changed the game. Why? Because it's a system that's able to create a personalized thumbnail for me. All I have to do is send the link to my video, and it's a very, very powerful system because it has a vast library of designs, colors, and templates. It connects automatically with n8n, with Make, and with Zapier. But you know, I'm a fan of n8n. So I write this workflow. As soon as I send it the link to my video, I can even send it the link to another video if I want. And it's able to generate both the text and the design for me. And it can even send that to my Google Drive and to my Gmail inbox as well. And it's also able to share it on social networks. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I can create the design. Because creating a design is very simple. I can choose from among the 150 templates offered. And by the way, I can also import it from Canva. So I just need to give it my Canva link. And the system will actually take the design and automatically connect it for me. So stay until the end of the video. I'm going to execute this workflow with you. I'll also give you the workflow to download for free along with complete documentation. In it, I've included all the links I used to make this workflow work. And at the end, I'll show you exactly how the workflow automatically shared the thumbnail image that was created, complete with the specific text. This is to help promote my video, whether that's on X, on Facebook, also on my own page, or even on LinkedIn. By sharing the thumbnail with the relevant text, I can reach more people and increase engagement across these different social media platforms. Everything was done in a 100% dynamic way. I'll see you in just a moment. So, a quick introduction for those who don't know me. I'm Dr. Firis. I have a doctorate in artificial intelligence, and today I'm an instructor on Udemy. I have many courses on marketing and automation available on that platform, and I'm also ranked as the most popular instructor in France. So if you're on Udemy, you just have to type n8n and you'll see that I have some courses there. About 20 courses, which are for beginners and for people who want to get started with the n8n platform. And you'll also find the link in the description to my course, which is no longer sold in France today, on automation, n8n. It's a 27-hour course. You can watch the demo video for this course and this training. Thank you very much, and let's continue our training together. So now it's simple. We're going to try to download this workflow. So I'm going to click here and simply select download. So this is the workflow file, and I'll give you the link right away so you can download it. So you're going to go simply to this address, n8n.drferras.vip. I'll also put the link in the description. So once you're on this interface, you just need to enter your email address, click here to download it, and you'll download the workflow. You'll receive a JSON file. Now, once we have the workflow on our computer, we need what's called importing. Import this workflow onto an n8n server. So I'm going to show you now, step by step, how to simply get an n8n server if you don't have one. If you already have a server, even better. We'll go straight to the import step. So pay close attention. Having an n8n server is very easy. It's just a few steps to follow. Either I can go to the official n8n website. And so when I click on pricing, you'll see that here. Actually, it's a system that offers me several servers and hosting options. It starts at $24 per month. But please be careful. The main limitation with the n8n server, which is available on the official website, is that I'm actually limited to only 5 executed workflows. At the same time, that means I can only activate 5 workflows. And personally, I think that's really, really little, especially if you're a freelancer or someone testing workflows, or even if you're a company, having only 5 servers is not much. So either you move to a server that gives you a few more active workflows or even more, and as you can see, the price will go up. So the second tip to get a server that can give me an unlimited number of active workflows is simply to switch to Hostinger. I'll leave you the link in the description that will actually take you to this special page. It's a page for Black Friday, so you can take advantage of the promotions. And most importantly, pay attention. I'm also going to give you a coupon here that will let you get the server even cheaper. So look, when I scroll down a bit here, it offers me several types of servers, but for me, what interests me is this one at €6.49 per month, and there's also this one at €9.99 per month. The difference is the number of processors, which means the speed. So if you're simply a freelancer, take this one, someone who's just testing workflows. But if you're a business or you want to create workflows and you want the execution to be super fast, there's this server here because it uses 4 processors. So it's a very powerful machine. So if I choose, doesn't matter which one, let's select this one, for example. I'll show you the trick to get an extra discount. That means you can take advantage of it again with a special coupon. This is a coupon created by Hostinger that gives access to people who want to discover n8n. So you just come down here at the bottom. You'll see that here in the coupon code field, you click here and then you type go n8n and click apply. You'll see when I click here, the number, the price. In fact, it's going to go down. So here we are, it's practically €5.84 per month, and that's it. And that's very interesting. So that's the coupon. And if you want to take advantage of it since today, well, Hostinger is still letting us use this coupon. Well, let's make the most of it. Okay, here's the advice I give you. When you select a server, by default, you have this server here, which is activated. So what I recommend is to take this one because it's free, which means we won't be adding any extra cost and we'll have a server that's even going to be provided to you. Its workflow is already pre-installed, which means that when you open the server, and it already has the 100 best workflows in the world, the ones most downloaded by companies, which will already be installed. So this gives you the opportunity to test them and simply reuse them. So there's no need to do any other installation. So as long as it's free, let's go ahead and click on continue. And for the last step, you just click here to continue and simply validate your n8n server. Once the server is installed, I click here on create workflow. It's simple. You'll see the 3 dots here. When I click, you'll find an option, import from file. There you'll click and select the file you downloaded from the link I shared with you from my newsletter. Be careful, the file will be zipped, meaning it's compressed. You need to unzip it so you can just select the JSON file. So for example, here I have my file. So I select it, be careful, it's a JSON file. I click on open and there you go. The entire workflow has just been opened. All you have to do is simply click here on save to save your workflow. Now, once we have the workflow, it's very important to understand how it runs and how it works. That's why we're going to run it together to get a better understanding of how this workflow operates and to make the most of it. So in this video, we're going to try running the workflow. The goal is to understand how the information will flow. So first thing here, I'm going to open my Telegram. This is my Telegram. So usually in Telegram, I just send the URL of my video and it creates for me. Actually, the thumbnail image, so the video URL, I'll come here. Let's just pick one at random like this and copy it. So here is this video. So we've just copied it. Of course, you can also get the URL from here if you want. In any case, the important thing is to have the URL. So if I come here, I'm going to run this step, so I'll execute each node one by one like this. We'll understand the mechanism, so here I click on execute, and now the system is waiting for me to send it something. Alright, let's send it. Basically, here is the URL of this YouTube video. I click on send. So now, it just picked up something, and once it has, this is actually the workflow configuration. Here. Actually, I put all the APIs, my APIs, I only enter them once here. It's a strategic choice so that if one day I want to change it, I don't have to open everything. For example, Google Drive or opening title or opening template or something else and changing the API inside. This helps you even when you import a workflow. It's very useful to configure it from here. So here I run it. It's easy. Now this is a very important task. It will try to extract what we call the Haiti from my video. Each video contains, so as I said, I run it, it tries to capture. So here it found the ID, and actually each YouTube video, it has a description and a title, so it will capture and read this information. So now I'm actually going to clean up the text because when it cleans the information, it sends a lot more data, since it also sends the channel name, the video's publication date, and so on. So for me, I'm just going to take the information that interests me, which is the title and the description. So now it's cleaning up. Let's increase the size a bit. Now, at this moment, I'm going to carefully try to write out the most appropriate and suitable text so that the system can process it correctly and efficiently. Templated.io will then automatically create a brand new photo for me, or alternatively, update an existing cover with this information depending on what is needed in this particular situation. So here, I'm telling it, listen, make me an interesting description. So if I come back here to the templated tool, what's really interesting, as we said, is that it doesn't just work on creating images for YouTube covers, but it also does a lot of automated settings, like if I even want to create a specific quote or a presentation or an offer and I want to send it as a PDF to my client, all the content behind it, I can automate it. That means I can change it. The client's name with their company logo, with the price, all of that, all the information, the text. The information that I usually change every time when I send a quote to a client, I can now do it just once. So the ideas I can use for automation with this tool are truly vast. And I encourage you to check out the case studies. In the case studies, they give you a lot of real-world examples from companies that have tested and implemented it, this tool in their automation. So I come here to the dashboard. I'm interested in going to my dashboard. And in the dashboard, I actually wanted to import something already. So simply a cover that I often use on Canva. And this cover, I find it here. So we're just going to edit it. Look at this cover. There is actually information like the title and the subtitle. And this information here, a small title at the bottom left, and also a little note here. These 4 pieces of information that are here, I want them to be handled dynamically. And even my own photo here, I can change it because I have several photos taken. So as a result, I can personalize it. I can even customize it for certain tasks, like here, the blue bar. I can change the color automatically and even the background. The background, I can put another background behind it depending on the template, for example. So all this data here, I was simply able to create and configure it. And that's why in my system, in my workflow, it will capture and understand them. So you'll see here, when I tell it to execute, what it's going to do is send the text that were entered here. It will create my new cover for me. Now, for the cover, I can come here. Let's look at the work that has been done here. I'll see that it's currently creating a new cover for me tailored to my new video. So here it set the title as viral video, and here it transforms photos. And here it put make money here, and here it put tip. So this is actually the new cover that was created using ChatGPT. AI, because it was able to read all the content of this text, which is the description of the video, and it actually wanted to give me this information. So the 4 texts here were sent perfectly here. To make changes, as we said, I can add or modify the image, the background. If I want to, it's possible to do. It all actually depends on the need. And then once it's done, there's often a waiting time when you do it, generally. Actually, it's a waiting time between 5 seconds and up to 1 or 2 minutes. It all depends on the complexity of your design. Because if there's a lot to load, a lot of photos, it takes a bit more time. That's normal. And here it's a system that will simply download for me. Actually, the photo, it's simple. Once the photo is downloaded, I ask the system to take it so it can be prepared to be sent to Google Drive, because Google Drive uses a slightly special format, binary. So now the photo is being uploaded to my Google Drive. By the way, if I open Google Drive, I'll refresh it. And there you go, I have the new photo that was just added. So now here I have this photo properly saved on my Google Drive. And what's great is that I'm going to update a Google Sheets file with a new row. First, we'll see it appear here. There it is, that's the one. It's a row here where I'll put all the information. And the status tells me, there you go, it's a created status. So the system has just been created, so I can actually track the status. And I can also, this is interesting, request to send an email to my inbox with all this information. Here's the email I just received right now. It only takes a few seconds. It actually gives me the information about the video. And above all, here is the link to actually go and directly watch the video. There you go, just to make sure you can see it. The little city of 5 was then created 100%. I'm going to do that. It's also interesting actually to send a little notification on Telegram. There you go with the design that was created. That's nice. And also, watch out, this is really, really beautiful. I'm going to create a post actually on the 3 different networks. So here, for example, I can ask it at night to write something for me. Actually an engaging post, and then I upload it. This photo here with the text on Blue Taito, and here, for example, on Blue Taito, look, I'm going to ask it, for example, to actually send this content to Facebook. So when I run it here, we're going to open Facebook to see if it was sent or not. And there it is. The video has just been sent. And especially here, we put, actually here is the link to the video so we can watch it with the hashtags and everything that goes with it. I can also ask it to send this to LinkedIn. So here, if I run the same thing, it will send the post to LinkedIn. We can already check it. And there you go. It has been added. This is just a test account just to check the quality a bit with all the information. So it has just been added actually to our tool. And finally, we can also send it to the network. So X, which is Twitter. So be careful here when I look at the number of messages I can send. If you have an X account that isn't premium, you shouldn't go over around 260 characters or 280. So that's something you need to take into consideration. If you have a premium X account, you can go up to 2000 characters. There's no problem. It all depends on the type of your account. If the account is not a premium account, you can create content here specifically for the non-premium X account so that the information can be sent, specifically just for that one. Of course, we can run it here. So now we're going to execute it. And there you go, the execution has completed successfully. I can open it to check on the X network. So here, we're going to take a quick look at the profile. And here it is. So as you can see, the post has just been successfully shared. There you have it. So this is another workflow that's operational, which simply allowed us to start from an image and a link. From a YouTube video, as we said, it could be your own video or any other video. The result is that you get, with the template, the quality of cover you want, and in the end, you can share it on social networks.